Hi, it's Karen here from I-Am Academy, the driving school for writers. I wanted to jump on this morning and share with you a little something I was thinking about. So here at I-Am Academy, we're not just about writing books. We're about, really at the heart of it, we're about tapping into I-Am-Ness and who you were meant to be before the world told you couldn't, and living in your genius space. And for me, that is writing. For some of you, it may be as well. So what I-Am Academy loves to do, and particularly through the Right Now program, is give you the opportunity to explore, is writing your thing? Is that your genius area? But more so than that, it's also about finding your genius zone through writing and finding your genius area, your passionate zone, whatever you want to call it, through actually the written word and exploring that, and then sharing your message to other people as well once you actually tap into that genius zone. Perhaps you already know what your genius zone is, in which case, rock on. So, not just about writing, however, writing is a very powerful step to that. But I wanted to share something with you in regard to finding your genius zone and finding your passion zone, passion area, again, whatever you want to call it. So what I found was that when I was little, it was very natural for me. I was drawn towards writing. I didn't have the awareness around what was going on. So I found it really interesting that for me, I never lost that passion. Having said that, and I do want to clarify around this, I used to say I'm quite lucky. I was one of those people that never lost my creativity. But the fact is, I did. I absolutely went through the school process. I absolutely, developed fear of judgment and all of those things. And technically, I did step away from writing for about 14 years. But it's interesting that even during that time, I kept going back to it. Even if it was just back to it to write a quick short story, it was like feeding my soul, and I would just jump on, or I would just go and do something. And this is a great sign of genius zone. If you haven't actually tapped into what yours is, this is a great sign of it. Because what I found was that my beliefs and filters were taking on everything. Nothing was deleted when it came to writing. I was learning all of that time without even realizing it. And the funny thing was, I just thought everybody else did as well. So it took me quite a long time to realize that the area that I excelled in, my genius zone, my passion zone, was something special and was something different to others. So, and I'd gone through a lot of rejection with writing as well, but I kept coming back to it. So I would challenge you, if you haven't yet found your passion zone, your genius zone, to ask yourself these couple of questions. Number one, what do people come to me for? So I had a lot of people coming to me saying, oh yeah, I've heard you've written a book, yeah? Can I ask you a question? Usually how it would start. So what do you find people come to you for? What are they asking you questions about? The other question to ask yourself is, what do I think everyone already knows? And what I mean by that is I'd have people come to me and ask me those questions, and then they'd go away, and my thought was like, that was a weird question. Doesn't everyone know that? And so again, another great sign of your genius zone. And then the third question to ask yourself is, what do people say wow about? So for me, you've written a book. Wow, that's awesome. Again, I thought it was kind of common. It wasn't until recently when I was doing the numbers and doing a little bit of study that I realized that only 0.6% of books that are ever started are ever published. I had no idea. That's books started. That's not people. Books actually started. So my challenge to you, think about those three questions, right? Let me go over them again. What do people come to you for? What do people say wow about? And what is it that you think people already know? Like, when do you hear yourself saying, doesn't everyone know that? They're going to be really great indications of your genius zone. So that's it. That's what I wanted to share with you today. Thank you so much for joining me. So awesome to have you on the I-Am Academy page, and I look forward to hanging out with you more in the future. Until then, rock forth with awesomeness.